being naked is a very personal thing.
Right.
And that's very intimate, so I don't just share that with anybody. And 2, usually that water's crazy hot, and I got the cat body, you know? Hey everyone, welcome to another wonderful You Ask the Question, We Answer Them episode. We're the host. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And just like I said, everyone, if you kept track of all of what I'm saying so quickly, hey, Q&A time.
Yeah.
That's right. Every once in a while we do Q&A where we jump on SNS, specifically Instagram, and we put out a story. We ask you all to give us some questions, some simple questions, and hey, maybe we'll give you simple or even deep answers. The first one comes from Yukiko Bear. She asks, do you feel resistance that you take a hot spring bath without a swimsuit? Do you feel weird, awkward?
I mean, if you know MJ,
I just don't party with any of that stuff. Yo, the hot spring calls me and say, MJ, what are you doing this weekend? Want to hang out? I'm like, no, thank you, hot spring. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
One, I don't want to be naked with other strangers. I think that's just like being naked is a very personal thing.
Right.
And that's very intimate. So I don't just share that with anybody. And 2, usually that water's crazy hot. And I got the cat body, you know? People know about cat tongue, nekojita in Japanese, which means like you have a really sensitive tongue, so you're sensitive to hot things. I got the whole bod going on. All right, so that's another big reason why I don't like hot springs.
I see.
So even if I did have a swimsuit on, I wouldn't go in a hot spring.
I see.
Because I still have to see everyone naked.
Right.
And I don't want to do that.
What if everyone was wearing a swimsuit?
Then it'd be okay.
For me, at first I was. But then I just, got used to it in a sense. Still, I kind of feel strange, and I try to avert my attention to like the corner in the room or like look out the window.
Yeah.
Try not to make direct eye contact with anyone. Cover up the goods and stuff. But after a while of going there, I became accustomed to it. Right. And I started enjoying just being in the hot spring as well. Okay. And a lot of the times I go to a hot spring, I can take the reserved room. So
right.
Sometimes I could just go in there by myself.
Yes.
And not worry about other people coming in.
Yes.
But wearing a bathing suit, on the other hand, at the hot spring, I feel like it would be the same as wearing a mask at the hot spring. It would just be awkward because the image is no bathing suit for me. So when I see it, I'm kind of like so accustomed to not wearing a bathing suit. It would be the same feeling that if somebody walked in and they were wearing a mask, I'd be like, why are you wearing a mask?
No, I mean, it's kind of interesting because I know in European countries, there are natural hot springs that are very popular. A lot of people go to. Yeah. And of course, everyone has a bathing suit on the whole time. Yeah. So in that situation, you'd be fine, right?
I guess so.
Because everyone's doing it.
I guess so.
You'd be like, I feel so weird in this bathing suit. Everyone's got a bathing suit on.
Maybe.
I just want to be free.
But I feel like when I wear a bathing suit, I'm going to go swimming. And in a hot spring, you don't necessarily swim.
Yeah, no, you don't.
You just kind of relax.
Yeah.
But the strange thing is, in North America, we have hot tubs.
Yes.
And even in Japan, there's hot tubs.
Yep. I think they're called like jet baths.
Jet baths, maybe. Yeah. Right next to the jet coasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the experience is very different. They're not equal.
There you go.
Another thing is a hot spring water has minerals and stuff like that. And you don't want to get that in your bathing suit.
I mean, you just wash the bathing suit.
That's true.
You don't even see those minerals.
That's true, too. Sometimes you do. It's just the worlds are too complicated in my brain.
There you go.
I prefer hot springs all willy-nilly with no constrictions of a swimsuit. Just when in Rome, do as the Romans, I guess.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Stanley O.0 asks, U.S. elections.
Ooh,
hot topic. Hot topic.
Woo.
Not a hot tub. Yeah. Hot topic.
Not a hot pocket. Hot topic.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about it all over the world. You see plenty of information on Japanese news programs. There's like huge sections where the whole time they're just talking about what's Trump saying, what's Biden saying, what's he doing, what's he doing,
what's the main points, what happened, what do they think,
who's wearing a mask, who's not wearing a mask.
Right, yeah.
It's so intense. And you could probably assume and guess right, everyone, that in America, it's as hot of a topic. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone is always telling people to vote, because in America you can vote for who the next president is.
Right, yeah.
And more people are coming out. People who have a platform, who are very famous. If you're a celebrity, a professional athlete, a musician, so many people are going on SNS and saying vote, vote, vote.
Right.
So it is a very hot topic. It's something that is really weird, because the whole way that the voting system works is like, majority doesn't always win. There's that college
electoral college
vote. Yeah. And like, I'm not so positive. I don't really follow that whole world in depth.
Right.
But from what I understand, it's like, it's not just the majority. It's like
the House and the college or something like that.
Weird percentage.
Yeah.
And like, that's what really makes or breaks of
the government.
Yeah. What state is going to go for Republican or Democrat.
Right.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
People don't want Trump for another 4 years. And there's
some people do.
And there's some people who do. Exactly. But there's plenty of people who are like, I don't want Trump, but
I don't want the other guy either.
I don't know about Biden.
Yeah.
Like, this is
that's the weirdest thing about politics in general. Especially in America, where you have two candidates.
Yeah.
Only two.
Yeah.
And you got to vote A or B. And a lot of people don't want to vote either, so they vote neither. But that gives the other people who vote more power,
stronger
influence. So it's crazy that voting has that much influence on not only your life, but the life of everyone else in the country. And in our situation, everyone around the world, because the economies are so connected, whoever becomes the next president or prime minister will make handshakes with other countries and stuff like that.
Yep.
So they have to have good relationships, and you got to think about that.
Yep.
The regular average Joe doesn't think about that. They just see what's on the news, and
so it's a difficult thing.
Yeah.
But everyone's talking about it.
Yep.
And we're gonna find out later.
I guess so.
See what happens.
Do you have any preference?
Me?
Yeah.
You got to settle.
You gotta
settle for Biden.
Yeah.
It's like, here's two rotten eggs. One is bad, and the other one, it's like, smells kind of bad, but not sure.
Yeah,
it might not be as. I know this one's bad.
I'm usually an outsider on this situation, scenario, because Canadian and all.
We got a bunch more questions. Here we go. Yuxu 04 asks, do you listen to Japanese music? Question. Any favorite singers or bands? I have a lot.
Yes.
It's just so many. It ranges from indies to major artists. Probably a lot more indie artists in Japan, because that's where my heart is. For those people who are doing it for the love of the music.
Right.
And, even those people who are very popular, they started out just doing it for music. But then it's like a lot of money gets involved. And sometimes the music goes in different ways. Right. So it's like, I don't hate them for that. But I just find myself enjoying a lot more indie style music.
Yeah.
Oh man, but
top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah.
That is hard.
Top 5.
Okay.
What did you listen to this week?
Yeah. Denpagumi Inc. That's what I've been jamming super hard for a while. But man, other ones recently, I went back and I listened to Mahiruno, which is a psychedelic progressive rock indies band.
Oh.
That band, when they broke up, they changed some of the members and they became a instrumental band called Lagi Tagida. And
I think I went to a concert with you.
An amazing band.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, another great one. You've been to the concert. You reminded me just now.
Yeah.
Music from the Mars.
Yep.
Is a wonderful band.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just more upbeat Chicago, if you guys know Chicago. Very great. Good horns.
Yeah.
They're also on the indies side. I'm trying to think of more major stuff. There's not too many massively popular bands that I listen to that are Japanese.
In Japan,
the biggest one
everyone would know, right?
The biggest one would probably be X-Japan, but even that, there's just only a few songs.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan. I don't jump all the time. That would be I guess a major one.
Right.
Recently there was one Japanese band that is huge, Chage and Asuka. And I found they're from 80s band, 80s movement.
Yeah.
And I found one song called Toge, and that song hits hard. That's so good. It's so 80s nostalgic.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's too long.
No, I mean, I don't have an extensive list. I rarely listen to Japanese music nowadays.
Yeah.
I think when I was studying Japanese like focused on
Yep.
studying Japanese, I listened to a lot more. I liked Japanese hip hop. I liked Shina Ringo and Tokyo Jihen, that group. I liked this hip hop group called Gageru.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're like jazzy hip hop, and the Blue Herb, La Blue Herb, is another hip hop artist that I listen to.
all right.
But other than that, a couple mainstream artists I used to listen to, not really deeply focused, but yeah, now not so much.
But I'll tell you what I don't listen to. I
What?
don't listen to Need You, that new like idol band.
Oh
that's
yeah, the
produced
Korean pop.
Yeah. That's on way too much TV, guys. Think about it. Why is it on too much TV? 'Cause
Selling those
it's
CDs.
Dope Eyes of the Massive.
Yeah.
Next one. Sacha asks, what do you guys do on your free time other than kendama? Edit
Edit MJ and Adam show.
videos.
I play video games.
That's good. Yeah. for
Watch
me,
movies too.
I watch YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Watch YouTube, a lot of like gaming channels.
Yeah.
Seeing people play video games, it's fun for me instead
Right.
of me playing
Playing
them
them.
exactly because it's such a short, easy version of the game. So it's like if I want to play that game, I don't want to put in like
The work.
50 hours
Right.
to play it.
Yeah.
But I can watch this video that's like 30 minutes and it's the whole thing, all the good points.
But if you're watching multiple videos,
Yeah.
then that time adds up, doesn't it?
It does. But I still think it's a little better.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, you can quit when you want to.
Yeah. That and doodling some art.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I spend my free time with.
Nice.
And then just with the family. Family
time, yeah.
That's probably a lot. That's probably a lot
That's the majority of
Yeah.
my free time.
Yeah.
It's not really free time.
I was
It's
about to say,
family
it doesn't
time.
feel like free time.
Yeah.
Next question. Gotake, because we're running out of time, everyone. Gotake 0462. What made you guys decide to leave your previous company?
Ooh.
Classified. Next question.
Classified. Short story. We didn't exactly decide to leave, but we left.
Mason DeMazo asks, I want to see you. What can I do? Hey, here we are.
Watch YouTube. Hello.
Watch more YouTube. Follow us on SNS. Especially Instagram. I think that's where we're the most active in posting videos
Yes.
and pictures and stuff. So
Right.
follow there. Hopefully we'll be doing more stuff with the
Yeah,
other ones. We're slacking.
A little bit.
If you all have ideas of good content or specific things you want to see us talk about or cover on SNS, let us know.
Don't even wait for us to ask you. You can just say, hey, hey, MJ, hey, Adam, I saw this in the news today. Why don't you guys talk about it next time? And that's what SNS is. Social networking service.
Let's network.
And be social.
That's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone who gave us a good question, gave us all these questions through Instagram. Follow Instagram so you can have a chance to ask us a question for the next one. But that's it. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Also, check us out on SNS. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll see you on the next step.